Joining me now with his answers, Joe Terranova, Chief Alternative Strategist with Virtus Investment Partners. Joey T, it's good to see you.
Good to talk to you, Scott.
I billed this as Wapner versus Terranova, so let's get it on.
Let's get it on, pal. Let's go.
What is the lack of volume and volatility in this market telling us? We just referenced the VIX falling again.
It tells me an adage that I've learned for over the last 20 years of trading. You never sell a quiet market. Never.
Joe, I'm just curious, if you had to cast your vote in this poll, where would you go?
Buy.
A buy?
A buy.
Why?
Because I like the integration with Smith Barney. I like what Morgan Stanley has done over the last year, and they have added in terms of their trading intellectual talent. I think that will reward them in terms of revenue growth through 2011.
If you are not operating with what I like to call conviction, right here, you know what I'm saying? Conviction. Who do you trust? Yourself. Not Goldman Sachs' conviction buy list. Not me, not Pete Najarian, not Jim Cramer, yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you lose money, it's your money. You don't get a bailout. So you need to make sure that you look at these markets properly.
Well, Dylan, we began the month with the embracement of pessimism at a complete crescendo, and you're now looking at a market that has moving from pricing in a depression to pricing in a recession, a market that now, at the end of the day, is a buyer of strength. In the last 2 days, that's clearly very impressive. We're going out very strong on both days at high price levels.
Everybody can tell you when to get in. The hardest thing to do is know when to get out. And unfortunately for most, the time when they get out is not when they want to get out. It is when they are forced to get out.
I would suspect today that we had such a volatile session because most traders like ourselves recognize that it's time to be small and step back. I truly believe the whipsaw you saw in the market today was driven by computer trading taking over.
Joe, how can you buy that stock?
Well, I've been playing Pfizer all year from the long side. Bought it again this morning. I like this change. I think Ian Reed brings some good experience. The key for Pfizer is going to be the year 2012. What's the guidance going to be? What are they going to do with that? They keep taking down guidance. So 67 billion becomes 66, becomes 65. It is a big deal. At a certain point, you wonder if almost they should not give guidance anymore.
How much can I lose? Nobody thinks of that anymore. That's the problem with Wall Street. That's the problem with investing. And that is the difference between being a successful trader, a successful investor, and not.